Well, hello there. Welcome to another episode of Ordinary Guys Bourbon. Today on the program, someone who's anything but ordinary. A first-time guest, Matt Peterson. Matt,
Hello.
how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, David?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Before we start, there's a couple things we need to go over.
Okay.
First of all, as a guest of the program, and you'll need to look at that camera or that camera and say, I consent, right? It's important that you understand that there's no entitlement that you have to the pools and pools of money that come when Ordinary Guys Bourbon becomes monetized.
Okay.
That's one thing.
When you go viral. Right?
Well, that's right. And this might be the episode. Who knows?
Could be.
You could be on the episode.
I might set it over the top.
But again,
Sure.
right? Your compensation is in terms of the bourbon that you're drinking today. So here we have. You're new to the program. You've seen a couple episodes before. I think you're a subscriber. Are you?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Well, we can correct that.
Yep.
But either way, this is season 3. We're trying some different things.
Okay.
One of the things we're trying in season 3 is we're trying to change the format a little bit.
Okay.
Normally we'd have a guest on, as you know from all your prolific viewership.
Sure.
I don't know if that's a word. But we'd talk, we'd have some banter about like life, about a topic, whether it's about like radio broadcasters from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Chris was on that program. We'll have a discussion about like, hey, what's retired life like when my dad's on the show, right? That's all fun, right?
Sure.
But sometimes I think maybe the general public doesn't care.
Okay.
They tuned in to see what this bourbon's about and what an Ordinary Guys Bourbon review is of this bourbon, right?
Yeah.
So that being said, we're going to have a review of this bourbon. We'll have some banter as we go,
Okay.
of course. But this is a special bourbon. This bourbon I didn't know existed, and then a friend of mine, Angelo Falone, right, who I went to high school with, he ended up working at Ford, and then he ended up working at Rivian, and I think he still works at Rivian. But he said, "Have you had Belfour?" I said, "No." And I went to my liquor store, 5 Barrel, and they didn't have it. I said, could you give me some Belfour? Of course. Mm-hmm. And so like a week later, here it came. But this is a Belfour Bourbon whiskey, finished in Texas pecan. This bottle retails for $54.99. So it's an affordable bottle still. Right? It's a unique bottle, but affordable. It's a special treat. You know I love hockey, right? Are you a hockey fan?
I like some hockey.
Yeah?
Yeah. Probably not as much as you. Not as your Red Wings.
Well, but still,
Yeah.
right? I've never played. I can't skate,
Okay.
but I love hockey. And so, obviously, I'm very excited about this relatively new product that is brought to us by NHL legend Ed Belfour and his family.
Okay.
So before we get into the bourbon, let's remember some of the great things about Ed Belfour. Ed played for the NHL, or in the NHL, from 1989 until 2008. After going undrafted,
Travesty.
he played for the Blackhawks of Chicago, the Sharks of San Jose, the Stars of Dallas, the Maple Leafs of Toronto, and the Panthers of Florida. He was an NHL Stanley Cup champion in 1999, and he was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2011. But he was also a Calder Memorial Trophy winner in 1991 for the most proficient in the first year of competition. Vezina Trophy winner in 1991 and 1993 for the best goaltender in the league. This is an undrafted guy,
Yeah.
okay? Best in the league.
Yeah.
William M. Jennings Trophy winner in 1991, 1993, 1995, and 1999. That's goaltender with the lowest goals against average. Best goaltender,
Yeah.
right? 6-time All-Star. Roger Crozier Saving Grace Award winner in 2000. He's also won an Olympic gold medal for Team Canada in 2002. Let's not think negatively about that.
Sure. I'll let that one slide.
Okay, Olympic gold medal. Not many people do that.
No.
He won the Canada Cup in 1981. He was an NCAA national title winner for the 1986-87 campaign for the North Dakota Fighting Sioux. There have been some great goaltenders in NHL history. Terry Sawchuk, Martin Brodeur, Patrick Roy, Ken Dryden, Dominic Hasek. You recognize some of those names?
Some of those names, yes.
Ed Belfour, his name belongs right up there. Undrafted.
Undrafted.
The man was undrafted. What a miss.
Sure.
Like, what were the scouts doing?
Sure.
Sure, there have been some controversies, right? Eddie the Eagle, as he was called. He was known for being very intense. A lot of hockey players are intense, I think.
I would say so.
Right?
Yeah.
Some called him Crazy Eddie. I'm not sure he liked that. I don't know. It has been said that he was so possessive of his gear that he would sharpen his own skates. Told the equipment managers that if they touched his stuff, he'd kill them. There was an incident, I think in 2000, where he was maybe drunk in a hotel in Dallas. I don't know. There was another 2007 incident in Dallas. Maybe alcohol. I don't know. There was a 2020 arrest in Kentucky. Who knows? And maybe there was a hint that led us all the way to here with this beautiful bottle of bourbon. This is a beautiful bottle of bourbon.
It is.
Right. Belfour's grandparents allegedly had been moonshiners back in Saskatchewan in the 1920s. That's home of the CFL's Rough Riders, 2025 Grey Cup champions. You follow the CFL, don't you?
No.
So after an amazing NHL career, Ed started a new chapter with his son Dane and his daughter Reagan. They're vice presidents of the Belfour Spirits Company. Ed and Dane attended schools in Kentucky and Canada, explored the finest ingredients and equipment, and soaked up knowledge from industry veterans and rookies alike. Dane went on to an internship at Woody Creek Distillery in Colorado, which is where the first 12 barrels of Belfour spirits would originate from in a limited edition straight rye whiskey offering. Belfour Spirits officially launched in 2019, so not a lot of lineage here, right? At the end of 2021, they had already expanded distribution from the initial 5 states to 21 states.
Wow.
They also have several thousands of barrels aging now, right now, for future release. Thousands of barrels, right? 200 bottles, 240 bottles out of a barrel.
Yeah.
Thousands of barrels.
Yeah.
Although they have a few products available, they all appear to have the same mash bill: 60% corn, 30% wheat, 10% malted barley. Chris, what is that? Is that a good mash bill for you?
That sounds great.
Yeah. This offering, according to the Belfour Spirits website, was inspired by an enormous pecan tree on the old Belfour Ranch in North Texas. 92 proof, aged with toasted pecan staves inserted into the barrels to provide the unique and nostalgic flavor profile. There wasn't any age information that I could find on the Belfour website. The consensus online is that this is aged for a minimum of 18 months in new charred oak barrels before being finished for an additional 6 to 8 weeks using the aforementioned roasted, toasted Texas pecan wood staves. That's relatively young.
Yeah.
Also, that stopper has a patent.
Oh, okay.
It's a patent USD 903491S1. Was filed in October of 2019, October 17th actually. So I don't know what's so fantastic about the stopper. I'd like to know more. So that's all I've got for this. I will tell you, normally we have, you're new to the show.
Yes.
Normally we have 2 samples, but we're all on the road, right? We're at some hotel in Chicago or something like that. Thankfully, they let us use the boardroom for our program. I told them I was a social media celebrity. But normally we have a neat sample, and then we have a cocktail of the week.
Okay.
Right? So we've skipped the neat sample. We're just going to go right to the cocktail. So I hope that doesn't skew the grading. Right?
Sure.
But I want to tell you what this is. This is, because this is a Texas pecan wood, this is the Ordinary Guys Bourbon Double Texas Ranch Water Cocktail.
Okay.
Okay? 4 ounces of bourbon. Belfour bourbon,
Yep.
right, of course. Skip 6 ounces of Topo Chico. The glass isn't big enough.
Sure.
Fresh lime juice, you can skip that. A splash of simple syrup, please skip that. Like, that has no business in this drink. And then serve over ice. That's the Ordinary Guys Bourbon Double Texas Ranch Water. And that's what we have in front of us. So I hope it, because you're getting a cocktail, I hope this doesn't skew your scoring.
Sure.
But either way, that's what we've got here today. So, cheers to you.
Yeah. Cheers.
Now, I don't know if you gave this a bad review. I don't know if Crazy Eddie would come hunt you down. But hockey players are intense,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't put it past him.
Well, I will try not to bash Crazy Eddie too much.
I don't think
Passionate Eddie. I think that's what we should do.
perhaps.
Yes.
I don't think you can. I mean, this is. I think it's a good cocktail.
Yeah, absolutely. Very smooth. You do get a bit of pecan coming through.
Is it pecan or pecan?
I'm from Georgia.
Okay, well then
We're
you're the
going,
authority.
We're going with pecan.
So in front of you have the Ordinary Guys Bourbon official tasting ballot, version 2, right? There's 5 different categories that we grade the bourbon on,
Okay.
right? And maybe they're the best categories, maybe they're not. Maybe they're just an Ordinary Guys kind of grading system. I don't know. But let's start off heritage. The maximum is 15.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to start with this one just so you kind of get a feel for it because you're new,
Yeah.
right? So, like, you have some bourbons. Like, if you go to a Jim Beam, if you go to Elijah Craig, a Buffalo Trace, you got lineage of those distilleries that goes back to like the 1700s.
Right.
Okay. Even like we had Chris Korn on a couple episodes ago, and he talked about how we talked about like we had a head-to-head with Jack Daniels.
Okay.
Even Jack Daniels was first distilled in the 1800s. So here's Belfour. Love the guy.
2019?
2019.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
maximum score is 15. So for heritage, for me, this doesn't get a good score.
Sure.
Right? And that's not a dig. That's just our scoring system. It's flawed a little bit because I want to encourage people to continue to proliferate the space.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But in our scoring system, we got to be true. This gets a 3 for me. Out
Now,
of 15.
Do you give any credence to the backstory with the hockey and everything tying in with that? Would that tie in with the heritage rating?
With his arrests?
I don't know if I'd highlight that part, but certainly all the awesome experiences and awards.
No,
and accolades.
it does not. It does not.
Okay, so strictly from
and I love it.
the bourbon.
But you know, but we don't have for you. If you want to include that, include it.
Okay.
There's no.
Sure.
This
Right
is
on.
a very loose program we run here.
Okay.
So the next category is probably the hardest one we've got. It's taste and drinkability. It's got the most weight out of all the categories. The maximum score is 40. So if you think about it, like, are you a very big bourbon drinker, a whiskey drinker?
I'm not extremely versed. I have had probably 40 different brands or so, but not in a way that I would consider myself an expert or even maybe much of an enthusiast.
But like, okay, so you go to a bar. You and your wife go to a bar.
Yep.
And what do you order? You order a Coors Light. You order an IPA. You
It depends.
order
It depends
a
on the
Moscow
occasion.
Mule.
If we're out and maybe if I'm finishing off a night or we're going out to a cocktail, I might get an old fashioned or something
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Typical burgers and stuff would be beers. Right?
Yeah, so like you'd pair a fine wine
Correct.
with a meal. I get
Correct.
it. I get it.
Yep.
And it's the same kind of thing. So taste and drinkability, maximum 40.
Okay.
Right. And we've had some over the course. I think this might be like our 60th episode.
Okay.
Right. So we're getting up there. I heard I watched a video from what's the guy's name? I'll have to edit this pause out because I can't fucking think. What's the biggest YouTuber there is? Yeah, here we go. I saw a clip of Mr. Beast reviewing some of his old clips.
Oh,
So we're
okay.
colleagues.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Right?
Basically the same.
The laughter wasn't necessary, Chris. But it was funny because he said, like, listen, if you're starting off on YouTube, you just have to make content.
Yeah.
Right? And then go back and look at your content that you've made from early in your journey.
Yep.
Right? And you'll laugh at some of it. You'll cringe at some of it.
Sure.
But if you don't make the content, you can't grow. Right? And we try to learn every episode, being the staff of Ordinary Guys Bourbon. There's no staff. We try to learn every episode and try to make things better. But, you know, maybe we're the next Mr. Beast.
There you go.
We
I'm
could
betting
be.
on it.
You're
one
betting
more,
on it?
You'll have one more subscriber after that.
Can I bet against that? What's the site we could bet against people?
Oh, I know there's tons of them
Yeah,
out there.
I need to join that. Taste and drinkability, maximum 40. What do you think?
I believe it was very smooth. Like I said, you've got some of the pecan that came through. I don't have much burn or anything. There is enough of a note that leaves a slight aftertaste that's very pleasant.
But it's a younger bourbon.
Yeah.
That's what's surprising.
Yeah.
You know, normally a younger bourbon, what's that, 18 months, you could taste that youthfulness.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Chris is going, he's got no, his cup is empty. Did you get a splash of this? Well, here we go. Oh, ho, ho.
Director's cut.
What do you think, taste and drinkability? We're hung up on this category here.
So maximum 40.
Yeah.
Like I said, that goes down very smooth. I would probably rank that in a very high 20s, maybe a 30.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Look, Chris is marveling at that patented stopper. I really like this. I really like this.
Yeah.
And usually a younger bourbon, and I love these new companies that are starting off. I love that they're trying to do things, but you can taste that youth.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't like that. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
But you don't have that with this. And I don't know if it's the pecan, the extra, you know. I'm going to give this a 32, which is a strong score, I think. Affordability, this was a, what did I say, $55 bottle?
Mm-hmm.
$54.99, $55, yeah. Maximum 20, what do you think?
I would say this would be in the probably 13, 14 range.
I'm right there with you. I'm
Yeah.
on 13.
Yeah.
Availability, I did not do the research here, but there was some, and part of it was, it said that initially they launched in 5 states. They grew at the end of 2021 to 21 states. And then I couldn't find any more information about what the distribution was.
Okay.
I actually tried.
So we
for a
don't
few
know
minutes.
if there's national distribution.
No, we
if it's
don't know.
regional or-
Like I said, I went into the liquor store. I've never heard of it before. I said, "Can you get me this?" And a week later, poof, here it was. Right, and now they stock it. By the way.
Okay.
So it's a younger company. They're just starting off. Right, 21 states at least 21 states. And if you discount like Alaska, who cares?
Sure.
Right. Not that we hate Alaska. I think it's 92 proof. 92. At least 21 states. Maximum 15. I'm going 10.
I would say that'd be fair.
Here's a pro tip, by the way. If you do your sum as you go.
Oh, there you go.
Then design of the bottle. Now, we have had 50, 60 different bottles of booze on this program so far. And I will tell you, we often poke fun of, playfully, Frank August, which was the most beautiful bottle of bourbon I've ever seen.
Okay.
And I didn't like the product.
Yeah.
Right?
Love the packaging.
Love the packaging. And interestingly, my son bought a bottle of Frank August. Loved the bourbon.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to have Frank August on as the first repeat because we've poked so much fun on it. But I'll tell you what, this is a beautiful bottle.
It is.
This is almost like it's got like the what do you call that? Like the Art Deco.
Yes, that's
Art
exactly
Deco
what I was
kind
going
of,
to say.
you know.
Yep.
And then like I wish like some of the decals were maybe like engraved or embossed in the
Yeah.
bottle. But this is like very chicken cock glass-esque.
Yep.
You know, this has high reviews for me. I'm gonna give this a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the bottle a lot.
Beautiful design. Yeah, I mean, that's just a very nice looking bottle. Good display.
Yeah. So what do you think?
I would agree with that. I think I'm going to go a little bit lower. I think I'm going to go with an 8.
Okay.
To talk to your point, I think they could have done more with embossing.
Yeah.
Or just a little bit more detail on the labeling. But for the price, I think that's a beautiful bottle.
Chris, our cameraman today, he has some contributions.
I'm impressed with the cling.
This is Chris. You're on probation. This is Ordinary Guys Bourbon, right? So you're talking about some stuff like cling to the glass. Like, are there aromatics that you're getting? Are you getting some juniper, some rusted root?
Well, I'm sorry I'm off camera, but the cling tells me about how much carryover of the flavor comes in the distilling process. And as a rookie,
this is why we don't have him on camera right now.
You know, column distillation methods, continuous distillation methods. The cling isn't there. When you find some small batch with a pot still, the cling is always there. And I'm seeing the cling on the glass I didn't expect.
Do you know that there's only one distillery, industrial scale distillery in the world that uses a square still? Stay tuned for season 3. It's coming.
Eagerly waiting.
It's coming. I don't know if it's good or not. We'll find out. So overall, I've got a 67.
I've got a 64 overall.
We're close.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
within 3. That's like here we are.
Yeah.
Right. First time on the program.
Yeah.
Right. And no score is wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a snowflake. Every score is individual and good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's all we've got. My glass is empty. This was Belfour Bourbon. Surprisingly good. I liked it.
Yeah, I did as well. Absolutely.
Ordinary Guys Bourbon. Until next time, cheers.